How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday morning? It's a wintry day here in upstate New York, but we're gonna head up to the junkyard. And as I said in the last video, we gotta go up and I gotta pull the heads off my other motor. So we're gonna round up some tools and we're gonna head up there, brave the elements. I think we're gonna need this 3/8 ratchet, 3/8 breaker bar, a couple extensions. I like a swivel head. Where is that? There it is, right there. And I'm gonna need those metric sockets. Well, there it is. Well, I hope I can get these off. They look a little rusty, so we'll see how it goes. Not good. Got up here and I forgot my 8mm socket. I gotta go back home. Got the valve cover off. We had one bolt that was giving us issues. So we're just pulling these head bolts now. And then we got a bunch inside. I think there's 10 more. And hopefully this head pulls right off. Nice and toasty in the car, hon?
Yes.
I didn't think this was going to take us this long.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see some pistons here in a minute. You like pistons, babe?
Oh my goodness.
Come on. Do you know you have grocery shopping bags in my trunk?
Yeah, I put them in there so then if you go shopping, you have bags.
You know I don't like grocery shopping.
You do, though. That's why I put them in there. Otherwise, you'll end up having to buy more.
All right.
See? Good thinking, huh? I put them in there on purpose.
Pretty interesting to see. I ran alcohol in this motor and I don't know what this stuff is, but it looks like it could have something to do with some alcohol remnants. All right. There's one. One, babe. That's what your head gasket looks like between your head and your motor. If you haven't wondered what one looks like. So when you have a head gasket leak,
That's all it is.
that's all it is. A lot of times, like if you start seeing oil in your antifreeze, it's because one of these fail. That's it. We're real close. We got one more bolt to take out, but there was water. Somehow water got down in the valve cover, and it's froze solid around the last bolt. So I'm gonna have to somehow chip it all out of there. Why is it always got to be like this? You ever notice that?
He did say that this was only going to take 10 minutes. I told him it wasn't.
What?
Oh, nothing. The things that you do.
Yes, that's right. All right, let's go home and put these on my motor. Back in the shop this morning, I took the heads off the motor yesterday, but I had to let them sit in here on the drain and thaw out because they had a lot of ice and snow on them. So we're going to take these now and we're going to mount them on the Hemi. And then we can put our back template on as well and do some measurements. right, so we got everything finger tight, or started anyway, so now we're going to tighten all the bolts down. I got my electric, or my cordless impact this time around. I forgot that yesterday, so we'll zip these down quick and then we'll throw the valve covers on and we'll be good to go. Notice I was moving around, staggering as I went down the head. That's the proper way to do it, being that this is not going to be a running motor. You know, you should torque these all down too, but we're just putting them up tight for now. Be good enough for what we're doing. All right, time for some valve covers. So we got the heads back on, valve covers on, everything all tightened up. So now I got to turn this motor so I can put my template, it would be my mid plate template, on the back and bolt it up. So we got to spin this motor around on the sawhorses. I don't know if that's OSHA certified, but it's going to have to work for now. Just make sure I don't get underneath it. All right, so we got the mid plate bolted up. I'll show you what we have here. So they call this the mid plate. Maybe I can get a better side shot for you. So this bolts up to the back of the motor, and then you have the front plate, which is bolted up to the front of the motor right here. And then you got to connect the two. And how you do that is using the motor mount, which is right here, and there's another one on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some tube here and weld it on and come right up through, incorporate the motor mounts, and then hook it right into my front plate. On the last cradle, I didn't incorporate the exhaust manifold flange, so I'm going to do that on this one. So I'm going to put a header flange right here, coming all the way across and anchoring in. That'll give me a midway anchor point, which will make it a lot stronger. I'll have the bottom, then I'll have the midpoint, and then I'll have my distributor protector up on top. So you kind of get an idea. Your transmission will bolt to this back here. So these bolts have to be recessed in. They can't be sticking out like that. I actually have to bore this hole out bigger, and then it recesses back in. So your Turbo 400 steel bell housing will bolt right up to that. So we're all set here. Just got to take a couple quick measurements on the side, and we're going to head over to Steel Sales and have them cut this stuff out for us.